You've always switched styles and always switched moods, but I mean, the way you're switching lately, it just seems so effortless. Now, is it just a natural thing for you, or do you have to work at it?
No, I think because my interests were always in, at any given time, were in new music, at whatever period, is that that's always been, whereas other people possibly would be more interested in what's happening in the mainstream, and that would be probably the body of their record collection. My record collection looks like some kind of bizarre, relic-oriented scrapyard of everything from industrial to old Harry Part stuff from California, legendary Stardust Cowboy, Wildman Fisher. I mean, it's got the most bizarre things in throughout the years, and those are the things that I listen to. I like that.
Wait a minute. Legendary Stardust Cowboy I know well. I mean, he's got this guitar he made out of a bucket, and he sings on top of the bonnet of cars.
And he had a one-legged trumpet player.
That's right, he did. Also, wait a minute, Wildman Fisher, I once heard a double album called An Evening with Wildman Fisher. Now, hold on, I actually bought a Harry Parch album once.
Really?
I got
Good man.
No, I'll tell you what, I read an article in Rolling Stone about Harry Parch. And I went to a shop in New York, and I bought it in the... He's got all these things like... he's got a song called Barstow on the world of Harry Parch. Yeah. And he's made all these, like, gourd tree instruments and things that are like chimes when you walk in a door. And but, I mean, the guy
There's actually a school at Harry Parch in California, and they've resurrected all those instruments. They found them in his warehouses after he died. And they've refurbished them all. They've got 60 or 70 of these huge instruments that he made out of glass and tin cans and stuff that he actually executed in...
Okay, well, I'll tell you, there's one side of that album that has no vocals on it. And I had it on vinyl in the old days of 45 and 33. And when I played it at the wrong speed, and I didn't know until I turned over the other side and the vocals were different. I didn't even know it was the wrong speed.
But those kinds of things, that, I think they're glorious. I mean, I played 78s at 33 and got really good ideas from them. But it's like it's playing around with all those sonic areas. You know, that's what makes life interesting. I don't want to just put down information I already know, and that's not what I want to do in life. You know, I really want to just sort of keep changing the spin on what sound can do. You know, you've got to be prepared to do crap, you know, to get to the good stuff. I think. I think if you're going to push all the time, you've got to really be prepared to look like a pranny and do terrible things at some point or other, and just keep assuming that if you keep going through everything, eventually you'll see light at the end of the tunnel, and it won't be an oncoming train.
Right, well then, is the pinnacle of pranny... is the pinnacle of pranny, say...
The pinnacle of pranny.
The year after Never Let Me Down, in other words, Glass Spider.
Yeah,
I think it didn't work for me.
No, it didn't work for me either, in anywhere larger than a 5,000-seater. I think in a 5,000-seater, because I designed it to be an all-enveloping kind of spectacular, in as much it was a bit three-ring circus. There was always three or four events happening at the same time on stage. It was multi-event, a very fast event horizon. Individually, there were some incredibly good ideas on that stage. And in a small environment, it really worked well, because when your nose is pressed against it all, it's kind of, wow, it's like a wonder world. But to put it, when you're 1,000 rows back, it just becomes this huge mass of confusion. None of it makes any sense, and that was a really bad mistake. And I was really designing on an intimate level, and I didn't really get that. I was too thick to realize that it wouldn't translate in a big... I soon found out.
Is the point for you, then, constant reinvention, or is it just that the excitement of the shock of the new is just what excites you?
I'm not... It's not... Yeah, the reinvention thing, I'm not... I don't buy into that at all. I think there's a real continuity with what I do, and it's just about expressing myself in a contemporaneous fashion. I'm not... You know, it's... The reinvention thing, it's an easy description, isn't it? It's kind of...
It is, but I mean,
like,
those...
Hey, Dave, you're a real chameleon, you know.
I didn't say it.
Well, you know something, David, I'm probably the chameleon of rock, you know, because what I do is all about changes, you know, and it kind of gets all that, and then, you know, and then the French you get with, why did you kill Ziggy? You know, and the cliches, you know, are stacked high.